It's the Last Minute Laura Show. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hello. We have animals flying all over the place this morning. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to another morning, another episode, another day. It's the Last Minute Laura Morning Show. We get together Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 9 a.m. until 12 p.m. to do crafty things, to look at flowers, to plan gardens, and just to generally to chat. I've added a new icon today to our stream. Lord Thunder will now be just a part of the stream by being there. I also added him down here on the phone overhead view. So no matter what, we can find him up at the corner. It's now been over a week since we lost Thunder. And this is a cute little way to have him still show up in the stream. Usually he would have been sleeping down here in a doggy bed. But he'll always be with us. As you just said, Candace, he'll always be with us, totally. He meant a lot to all of us, but I've known him as long as I've known you, and that makes us family. Craze and Bread Crafts, good morning. Good morning to all of you. I forgot I wanted to get a book that I got at the thrift store, and I wanted to show it to you, so just 1 second. Let me grab it. Also, I have a cough today, like a phlegmy cough. Don't know where it came from. I don't think I'm sick because I don't feel sick otherwise, but you know, who knows. So this is the book I found at the thrift store. It was 50% off day, so I paid $1 for this. Good morning, Deborah. Nice to see you this morning. Welcome to all of you. As you come in, don't forget to click the thumbs up button on the live stream. It helps the channel grow. It's a way to show your support that is free and quick, and I would really appreciate it. All right, so this here is a book I found at the thrift store. I have no idea how old it is. I guess we can find out real quick. This is from 2012. The photos are from 2012. Okay, that's not very old. Some of the information from 2002, 2003. I just thought this would either be a useful piece of information or a great source. Good morning, Winged Matchbox. Good morning, Craze and Bran. Good morning, Deborah, and good morning, Candace. Good morning, everyone else who's coming on in. Grab a coffee or take your meds or get breakfast or whatever, because we are going to be here for hours, so you might as well join us. Got my coffee. Anyway, this book either would be great for scrapbooking because there's tons of garden stuff, but there's also information. So I don't know, like maybe I can I can make my own collage of what my garden will look like by cutting this up. I know, don't cut up books. Books are good, but like at the same time, I bought it and it's used and it's cool. Pam taught me about the nature of an Edwardian lady by Edith Holden. I haven't had the heart to tear it apart. The Nature of an Edwardian Lady by Edith Holden. I have many books that are for tearing apart that I just haven't torn apart because yeah, same reason. It's like haven't had the heart to do it yet. But there's certain flowers that are listed here that, like this one, Rose Campion. I had no luck growing this last year, but the plants, I was outside yesterday spending, I don't know, probably an hour just staring at the garden, like bending down and looking at the pots to see if there was any life. There's a few seedlings out there. It's like negative 20 degrees Celsius, so I don't know what could possibly be germinating out there right now, but there's a few seedlings. And also, I noticed that the Rose Campion is overwintering really well. Like it hasn't lost any of its green. None of it has melted or rotted. There's some plants that have like died back. The Rose Campion hasn't even died back. It just went to sleep. So next year, I'm pretty much guaranteed to have some of this flower come up, which is very exciting for me. This year, I'm also going to be getting some mums from my sister. She has perennial mums in her garden, and they're giant and pink and beautiful, so I'm going to do that. Candace, I knew it would do good. Same with the geranium herb Robert. 0 flowers the first year, just a whole bunch of greenery. And now that it's overwintering, it's growing. And I'm not talking it's surviving. It's like actively growing outside right now. Like some of the outer leaves look dry and crunchy, but like the inner leaves are green and there's still small ones coming from the middle. So geranium herb Robert. The crows are singing this morning. That's nice. I've got glowworms in my birch tree waiting to turn into fireflies when it warms up again. Are glowworms fireflies? I didn't know that. Oh, and dried flowers. You know me, I love dried flowers. In our final home, I will grow crocuses. I will definitely be growing crocuses. Tithonia? Or is that a weird zinnia? I feel like that's a tithonia. It shows you like how to design your garden. I don't need help with that part. Thank you. I like to just follow my feelings. Okay, let's see if we can get proper depth for bulbs. That's cool. Madonna lily, bluebell, tulips, hyacinth, Dutch iris. That's a cool thing. Cool little diagram. I didn't either until the apothecarist told me I used loose leaf tobacco as an offering from the ancestors to keep them safe. Oh. That's cool. Love that for you. Okay. I'm going to see if I can find seed saving. Yeah. Starting seeds. Yeah. Show me different. I think this is telling me how to garden, and I just want to know what to garden. Ooh, insect invaders. Beetles. Those ones are annoying. Borers, earwigs. These evil-looking pests can be nearly as invasive in homes and gardens as they are difficult to eradicate from either. They appear on many kinds of plants and enjoy sneaking indoors by hiding in bunches of cut flowers. Birds don't seem to care for them. Spraying with an insecticide will prove some relief, but it seems to be trapping is the best way. Well, I don't use any pesticides. Oh, snails and slugs. Remove rubbish and other breeding places and sprinkle alkaline materials such as lime or ashes about the garden. Slugs can't crawl over rough material easily, so layers of diatomaceous earth, sand, or gravel will discourage their wanderings. Diatomaceous earth is available from garden centers, blah, blah, blah. Beneficial insects. Sorry if I'm going to be coughing a little bit. Lacewing, ladybug, praying mantis, ground beetles. Okay. Animal scoundrels. Those darn raccoons. No, it's squirrels. Squirrels are my problem. Okay, taking care of your garden. Sure. Now show me. Thank you. A gallery of gardens. That's what I wanted. Oh, I love this style of painting. Stone crops. Spirea. Show me more flowers. Meow. Meow. A stilb. I hear you, buddy. I got you. Golden honeysuckle. We have that growing in the front yard. A bed for butterflies. I just want, like, beautiful photos of plants. Can you just show me? This is better. Look, amaranth. I love your hair. Meow. Thank you, thank you. My hair's actually greasy and I sprayed it with dry shampoo. So, thank you. Straw flowers, look at that. I grow those. Poppy mallow, that's pretty. I feel like it's not giving the most right now. I feel like I could be getting better images somewhere, but it's nice, and there's two possibilities. One, I cut out everything I'm growing this year from this, and two, I just keep it as a reference and be a reference book person. Are you ready, by the way, to see what I finished over the weekend? Or I guess I worked on it Friday or Thursday. It's very good. You're gonna like it. Look at this. Ta-da! I finished the Luna moth. Look at how cute it is. It has fuzzy antenna. It has spots. I added wire to its wings so that you could fold the wings down, like as if it's perched on a plant. How cool is that? The wires are like flower wire that I had. And yeah, I don't know what it's for, but I made it. He's got a little body. What is that? Oh, just dirt. Love that. Isn't it cute? Doesn't it look like a Luna moth? I did my best, okay? I tried my best. I don't know. I think it's pretty good. I'll give it like a solid B. B+. It doesn't look like a real animal, but I still think it's more realistic than anthropomorphic. Don't you think? It could go on your big plant. Oh, that's such a good idea. It could just sit here with us. How can I get you to sit here? That's cool. Or down there. I think up here will be better. Do you think I could get the wing to like balance? Those are the color of the heart chakra. Always learning new things here. Okay, can you not fall? Got a chopstick. Oh, that's smart. You're a smart lady, Candace. Sometimes you just say the darndest things. Ugh. Hi. The birds are like, why is there a giant winged creature? There. Ta-da! I give it an A+++. Oh, thank you. You guys are nice. It's going to snow in Baton Rouge tomorrow. That's crazy. I'm still in bed. It's 27 Fahrenheit right now. I don't know what it is in Hamilton right now. It's cold, though. It is -12. What is that in Fahrenheit? -10 Fahrenheit, -12 °C. She's cold. She's a cold day. We had a heck of a snow squall last night, did we? I literally did not go outside yesterday, except to look at my garden. I was comfortable outside. I was fine. So it wasn't that cold. I just had a heavy sweater on. It's 2 degrees Fahrenheit here. Colder is expected. I mean, colder is what we want in the wintertime, right? It kills all those insects that are problematic. Okay, so speaking of problematic, did you see the title? He ruined all of our stuff. So it was actually Peekaboo. I thought it was Rohan while I was making the thumbnail. It was Peekaboo, I forgot. So I have a fireplace back here. It's empty, and we used to use it as a spot for our dog's dog bed. But he passed away. Before he passed away, he wasn't using it, so we filled the space with a cardboard box filled with my yarn. Yesterday, for no reason at all, Peekaboo jumped into the box full of yarn and started peeing. My cat went on all of my yarn and just peed on all of the stored yarn. Lucky for me, I had taken out probably 80% of the yarn because I was trying to figure out what to do with it. But still, about 20% of my yarn was peed on by a cat, which is so annoying. Everything that was rolled up in a ball, I called it done because I didn't want to have to touch cat pee yarn in order to wind it into a skein in order to wash it. So I was just like, this is a lesson I'm dealing with, and I threw it out. But the wool, for 2 reasons. 1, it's expensive, and 2, it's not been dyed yet. The wool I did take time to actually wash. So cute hair, thank you. Hi, Slinky. Good morning. So I took my 2 large skeins of wool and then 1 skein of cotton, and they had already been tied up into skeins. So first I just soaked them in hot water with dish soap. Then I drained the sink. I did that 3 times. And then the 4th time, hot water with washing soda and dish soap. And then a 5th time of just hot water to rinse it. Because you can't like agitate it and move it around to clean it. You just have to soak it and then drain it, soak it and then drain it. So it smells clean now. However, it's fine because I'm going to be using dye to color this. And in that process, it's going to be boiled in like a vinegar mix. And I'm going to have to wash it again with soap to get the residual dye out of it. So it's dry now. I had it drying by the heater overnight. But that was so annoying and so unnecessary for the cat to do. But I took it as a sign that I shouldn't have my yarn stored there. So I took it out and washed the floor, which was good, and found that I had quite a few moths living in my yarn box, even though there were mothballs and yarn or moth traps in there. What is my life? So anyway, I need to start dyeing this yarn. I have 2 large skeins of wool, and then I have 1 mini skein of cotton. And I have the option between using acid dyes and using a natural dye. And I don't know what I want to do. Because I haven't done natural dye in such a long time, but the only natural dye I have on hand right now is onion skins, and I'm like, onion skins is beautiful, we love onion skins, but also like I've done it lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of times. So I feel like if I do acid dyes, we're pretty much guaranteed to get like a haunted forest colorway, because I can't stop myself and I continue adding green and blue and brown and purple until it's just a haunted, like, magical forest, which is great and fine, and we can do that, and I approve of that decision. However, it's not the only option. If we do natural dye, we can do kind of we have an option between yellow, orange, green, and anything in between those things. So yellow, orange, and green. I feel for a hank that big, you'd have more fun with acid dye. Yeah, so that hank is big. That hank is, I don't remember how big the original ball was, but it was ridiculous. It was so big that I broke it into 2 hanks. So this is half of some giant hank that I don't understand what it was for. I don't even remember when I wound it up. I just remember being like, this is huge. But yeah, I think I agree with you, Slinky. But what I'm wondering is if I should rewind the hank into a larger hank. You know what I mean? Like if I should rewind it into like a sock blank so that I can get more colors intentionally. Like that's a lot of orange/yellow to have. Well, I do though. As a hoarder of the things that I like, I have enough onion skins to do that. I do. I just do. I store them and keep them forever, and it's the way it is. But you need to color it a color you'll wear since you'll be making something that you will wear. That's true. This is such a nice soft yarn. And the yarn itself is scoured, which is kind of amazing. I love that process is already finished, so now I just have to mordant it. And if she needed more, I have a bunch. And avocados. Exactly, Candace. I've got you for my yarn, for my dye supplies. But I feel like this skein is so big and bunchy. I already tied it off for dye. But now I'm wondering, should I open up the skein and re-tie the hank? It'll be so hard to wind up after, though, which would be frustrating. But do you see how squishy and huge this hank is? Like, how much yarn is that? That's gonna be so much yarn. And then, like, what colors are we gonna do? I don't know. So we could like design an intentional colorway. That could be fun. And then I have to stick to it for the video. Scary, but fun. I do have an awful lot of dye colors, thanks to Frida. What do you think? We could design a colorway. We could design it around something. I would say thunder, but he's just like one color and it's yellow, so that would be onion skins. Look at my sweet boy. Look at him, come on. And then the garden. I mean, we can always try to make a garden sweater. It's basically pink and yellow and green. Excuse my just general snottiness and coughing. I don't know what's come over me, but I have like a mild cough for no reason at all. Okay, let's try and make a colorway first. Shall we? This skein is our plan. So one, two, then a big space, and then one. I'm drawing a skein in case you were like wondering what's happening here. Okay, there's our hank all drawn out. Now we can decide on color. I'm gonna just outline it first because it looks so pretty when it's all outlined, so pretty. And now you guys can help me decide what we're gonna color it like. And then I'll follow those directions for a tutorial. I'll do a natural, or I'll do an acid dye tutorial where you guys help me pick out the colors we're going to use. Why you want to kiss Beelzebub? Cool. Do you have light pink and dark pink? Yes, I have magenta. I have light, like a ballerina sort of pink. And I have like a red pink. And I can mix colors. So here's the skein. Here's what we've got. And let me just do some. There. Skein. Done. Now I can erase. Well, that is exciting and sounds pretty. Okay, so if we're working with, we're obviously going to include pink because she loves pink. I think I'd like to include dark green somewhere. It's just, if I'm designing it, you guys have to help me, because if I'm designing it, it's going to come out dark green, pink, and brown. Like that, it always comes out exactly the same. All of my acid dyes, they come out looking like a magical forest, which is fine. And if that's what you guys are into today, then we can go for that. I'm just saying, it always comes out the same when I do it. So maybe you guys can help me, and that way it'll come out different this time. There. Acid dye only for wool, cotton. Will it do acrylic? It won't do acrylic, but it will do cotton and wool, I think. My brain is going more towards magical prairie instead of magical forest. Okay, so like lighter greens, less brown. Excuse me. Let me grab my yarn dye so I can actually look at the colors that I have before imagining all the opportunities. Okay. Colors I have include, but are not limited to. Oh gosh. I have it all in here because I've been so irresponsible with storing them that they are rough. Okay, we have salmon. Let's do some color mixes here. I feel like the salmon is not quite salmon-y. Light orange mixed with, well, let's see what peach looks like. Light orange and peach, is that salmon? Okay, so that'll be our salmon. What color are you? Magenta. I feel like magenta was pretty aggressive. Yeah, magenta's like this. These two. And then we've got salmon, then we've got golden yellow. She loves yellow. That's probably the golden yellow. Then there's a lemon yellow. I don't know if I want to use lemon yellow. Then there's a light green. Are there two greens or just one? Yellow, golden yellow, and yellow sunshine. Spruce is the dark blue green. Then there's brown. Then there's turquoise. Turquoise. Let's see, are you turquoisey? No, you're like not the right color. The turquoise is like this. Yeah, that's the turquoise. Spruce is like a super dark green. Yeah. That's giving the same color as turquoise. That's better. And then what other pinks are there? Then there's Kelly green. Oh no, it's emerald. Burnt orange, jet black, cherry red. Where are you, little pink? Hot fuchsia. There is pink here somewhere. I'm getting it on my fingers, which is not my favorite thing. Are you pink? Oh, yes, you're just rosy pink. And that was kind of, what color were you? I feel like Cosmos might color it. Jelly at all your pretty markers. Thank you, they're pretty new. And I like them also. I feel like the brighter green doesn't look like light green. It looks more like a bright, nope, brighter than that. Maybe a yellow green. They're brighter than that too. I hear you, Rohan. Fresh green. This looks like yellow. That's yellow. Don't know why you're called green. How about vivid green? How's the algorithm been treating you lately? Not terrible. The algorithm has been fine. It's fine. Maybe if I mix these two. Yeah, that's closer. Okay, so now we have color. We have color options here. So before we get into doing the color, let's do some shadows because I enjoy that. I think it's cool to put shadows on our work. Ever since getting these markers, I've been very much enjoying that. This is just before we color. Hey, baby. Alex. Alex, can you give Rohan his medicine? I forgot to. Well, good. Yeah, the algorithm has not been here to hurt me. I feel like I've been getting more views on my newer videos lately, which has been cool. We'll see how it goes. For now, I'm in a good headspace algorithmically. As dark as it is, ever since Thunder died, there have been more views, so I don't know if people are just morbidly curious about it. But my video where we talk about Thunder has lots of views, and then everything since then has had a bit of a boost. So thanks, Thunder. I would have preferred if you just didn't die instead, but you know. I'm just doing shadows first, and then we can color in the colors.
Which one would you like?
A Kit Kat, please. Thank you. Poor baby, I saw your post on Facebook. Yeah, I decided to just post it everywhere so that I could just get it all done with one fell swoop. One fell swoop, sorry. In my head, it's one foul swoop, but it's one fell, like felling a tree, right? Anyway, yeah, it sucks, obviously. But, time has already made it a little easier to talk about. I went to my parents' house yesterday and told them the whole story and got sad again, but you know, can't do anything about it now. Thank you. Okay, I think that's good for shadows. I don't want to harp on it if you're okay right now, but I'm very sorry, Laura. I do appreciate that, and I'm okay right now. I'm obviously just sad all the time. There's like a background sadness. But I mean, I'm surviving. What am I going to do, you know? Can't do anything about it. And I don't really want to do anything about it. I don't want to feel not sad, you know? Because if I feel not sad, I feel guilty for that. So, like, I'm fine being sad right now, you know? I know, Rohan, I hear ya. But you can't go. She doesn't want to talk to you today. You were just too much this morning. You were, I promise. And I don't mind talking about him ever. I'll never say I don't want to talk about Thunder. Sir? I lied, I'm doing more shadows. I can make it a print. If this is something you'd want to have on your wall, you can copy it and print it out. Maybe I'll put it on Discord for you after the live stream. Once we decide on the color, though, it's gonna be set in stone. So you guys can't let me go wrong, okay? You can't steer me in the wrong direction here. You better not. Add some elf ears. You should put a fairy face in it. Looks like a wig of sorts. A hand with a shroom in it. No, it's a skein of wool. It's not a fairy. Rohan, you can't go in there. On top of not being invited, you're also just not allowed. Rohan and Peekaboo have been more or less getting along. They still sleep separately at night because I don't want to deal with anything while I'm trying to sleep. But they are not fighting. Peekaboo still doesn't like him. That doesn't mean that she won't eventually tolerate him, hopefully. Alright, there's the shadows. Our skein of wool is now shadowed. Now we can decide. What are we going to do? How do we want to color this beautiful skein of yarn? Do we want to just drop color all over it? What's the main color going to be? What's the main color, and then what are the follow-up colors? Help me. Like, is green the main color? Is yellow the main color? Or is pink the main color? I feel like maybe it's green. It's always green and pink and yellow. I can't stop myself. One day Peekaboo will play with you. Peekaboo plays with me, just not with Rohan. Pink, pink, pink. Oh, okay, pink. Yellow base and colored specks. Ooh, that sounds pretty. Okay, so what if we do a yellow base with large pink chunks, and then the green is flicked through. So the green is the least large blotchy. Like if we start with some bright yellow, larger chunks of yellow. Do you hear this? That's what happens if you give Rohan his drugs a little late. Okay, so like that, like a chunk of yellow here. And here. Okay, so yellow, like that. And then green will be like our other, like, background color. But I think we should have, like, good chunks of pink in here. Because I feel like the first flowers of spring are, like, yellow and pink. Okay. And then we can do okay. And then we can get turquoise for some little splotches in and around the green, but maybe only in and around the green. Okay. And then there's the dark green, the spruce. Okay. And then what else do we need here? Maybe magenta. Looking good. The color pooling would be exciting. Obviously, everything's gonna have a little blending. I don't know how to do speckles. That would be cool though. Okay. And then if we could get it to do speckles, where would we want the speckles? Like maybe I would want to do some magenta over top of the pink, you know? I don't understand speckles. On the yellow, okay, we could do green speckles on the yellow. If I can learn how to do speckles, that is. Okay. Flex here, flex there, flex all over. Yeah, that is what's happening, isn't it? Okay. Excuse me. Okay. Then I can get a super pale green. And try and do a little blendy blend there. Not so good about blending, but that's all right. Okay. I think this is working a little bit. Trying to blend between the pink and the green. Not exactly working, but you know, something's happening. Cool. And then same thing with the yellow. You gotta blend the green to the yellow. Why are you so dark? What color is the other yellow I used? Fresh green. All right, we're getting somewhere. Deborah, will you make a video of you dyeing it? Yeah, I think so. I feel like I'm putting in too much effort with the drawing to not film the video, don't you think? If we're gonna have all this video. You should dye the yellow first, then put it laying down in a large chafing dish and do the blotching and speckling with the colors. Yeah, I have actually one of those containers on the way to me because I wanted one. One of those metal ones that you see at like events, the serving dish. So indeed, oops, sorry I hit the mic there. I will be using one of those dishes. So I'm not gonna dye this today. That's what we've just discovered. In my head I was gonna dye this today, but now I guess I can't. Because I do not have all of my ingredients here. Yet. Well, you can do the yellow part. That's true. I could do the yellow part. Day 1, yellow. Okay, and now let's try and blend the magenta to the yellow. Shall we? That's pretty good. Pretty good little blend we got there. How about here? Can we do the same? Why is the yellow so different? Did I use 2 different yellows? What's happening? Excuse me. Is it turning into a magical forest yet? With the blending? Sometimes that was happening whenever I do stuff with yarn. Well, you can do the yellow part. When do you get all your stuff? I have to check my Amazon cart to see when it's supposed to arrive, but I mean, it can't be that long. It's Amazon. Okay, let's get like a paler yellow to work with for a little blendy blend here. And then I'll do my turquoise again. No, I think that was spruce. Dark green. Oops, sorry. Watch me just keep hitting the mic. Looks like sunset on a prairie. That's good. I'm happy with that. Okay, and we can go back. Beautiful Laura, you look radiant with the pink hair. I've been gone for a while. Hey there, Lipo. Been catching up on old lives. Just wanted to say my condolences for Thunder. Thank you very much. Hugs and kisses from me. Thank you. Thank you for your condolences. Yeah, that was a rough time. And I mean, the rough time's not over, but you know, better and better every day. There. Okay. And then I feel like this fuchsia is not well blended here. So I want to do a little bit of that. Gotta blend those. feel like it needs something else. Does it need brown? What colors do you feel? Do you feel anything missing? No brown. Okay, no brown. Fine. What then? What does she need? Does she need more fuchsia? Does she need black? More green? What's the vibe? I think it's perfect. Well, I don't feel like it's done. It looks so cool how you're doing the blending. Thank you. Hey. Hey, Kel. Yeah, I don't know what else she needs, but she's not finished. I can feel it. Maybe some dark green specks. See, that's the kind of feedback I need. More! Give me more! Put more stuff on it, Laura. I think dark green specks would be cool. I like the colors. Laura, I said good morning a ways up there. Oh, sorry, missed it. Maybe I could do like some larger splotches of green. You know? Control it there. I think I do want like a good, what are we naming this colorway? You know what it's making me think of is those pink moths. I don't know what they're called though, but they're a pink moth. I don't know where my little whatchamacallit, my mouse. Where did you go? Oh, there you are. It reminds me of one of those pink moths. Hold on, let me find it. Pink moth. A rosy maple moth. Reminds me of one of these guys. Hold on. What do you think? Doesn't it make you think of that? One of these guys. I feel like these are the colors that it's giving. It's giving maple moth to me. What do you think? Is that what they're called, maple moth? I was just popping in to say hi anyway. I have to go in this -18 weather, yuck. It should warm up to at least 3 before I leave, fingers crossed. That's awful. That's way too cold. No thank you. Love that energy. Let's see. Pink spirit moth, rosy maple moth, pink lemonade moth. I'm seeing what they're called. Rosy maple moth. What do you think? Does it give a rosy maple moth to you? Hold on. Just gotta be careful you don't use the yellow. You don't lose the yellow with all the other colors. Well, I would do the yellow first, I think, so that it's attached, and then I think I would have to wrap it so that it doesn't get colored on top of. Technically, the moth just has pink and yellow. But, like, can it feel green? That kind of feels green, don't you think? Look at this. Feels green. That's so cute. Okay, let's see if I can draw one of those moths. Let's put away all the markers now. I feel like we're done with those. I need more coffee is what I need. I also feel like I need cough syrup, and I don't, not literal cough syrup, because cough syrup tastes disgusting, but I feel like I have a cough. My markers were perfectly organized. I just want you to know that. There was a point at which they were perfectly organized. They are not any longer. Deborah. Will putting the pink on top of the yellow turn it orange? So I think what I'll have to do is block out my my skein. Posted my whip in live stream. Need recommends what to do. Let's see. Need to finish the thumb and both the tops, and this is all the yarn I have left. Okay. So you could finish the thumb and just have it be thumb in. You could switch your design and cut off the thumb top just so that it lets the tip of your thumb show. I touched color and now my thumbs are like green orange. And you could make fingerless gloves. I don't think there's enough yarn to do the whole thing. Trying to decide whether to play yarn chicken or do stripes. Do stripes. You're not gonna win yarn chicken. Come now. Come now. That's not happening for you. Excuse me. So I think what I'm gonna have to do is tie off a bunch of the yarn and do some block dyeing, like dye in blocks. Hold on, let me explain what I mean. So if I know I want chunks of it to be pink and chunks of it to be yellow, those are two big chunks, right? Then I would dye yellow first. No. Yellow first or pink first? No, I think I would tie off a bunch of the yarn, like every area I want dyed pink, I would tie it off so it stays dry. Dye my yellow. Then take off. Okay, yellow and pink. Would I start with yellow or would I start with pink? I think I would start with pink, with the yellow tied off. So if I've got my skein like this, I can say these three are going to be down here. That's the top. So I can wrap stuff that I don't want dyed. You know? And then I'll just do the green and the fuchsia like at the same time. Take the circle and fold it in half and dye 2 loops yellow, then seep in yellow, take it out and put the other 2 loops in a pink dye. Yeah. But there's more yellow than that. I think the dark greens will be added later though. Because you can darken light colors. Obviously you can't lighten dark colors. So we dye the light colors first, pink and yellow. And we're gonna have a yellow, 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 yellow. Right? And then pink. Ugh, that's hard. I think do I want any white left behind at all? Not really. Excuse me. Maybe we will. This is going to be yellow and pink. So maybe what I'll do is tie this. I have ideas, you know? I just have to like follow my ideas. I have good ideas. So if I want that to be yellow, yeah, I'm smart. I figured it out. Okay, so these are gonna be pink. Pink, pink. Hold on, no, you're gonna be pink. Half of you. Which half? That will be random and not guaranteed. Okay, and then this will be pink too. And then this will be pink. So for now, we'll tie these ones together so that I know this area is going to be pinked. I don't know. I think I'm doing something. I think I have an idea. If I just tie off different parts, I don't know. It seems possible that I could get it to work, this idea. Like if I tie that off and that's pink, then so excuse me so much. I have a cough. I think if I put the whole skein in the yellow, I'll pull out the spots that I want pink first, like you said, Candace. And I'll say these things don't go in the dye. Everything else can sit in the yellow dye, right? And then from there, it's going to be not perfect, but that's okay. Then I could put the whole skein into the water and add pink, and it grabs onto the spots that haven't gotten color on them yet. So everywhere that's yellow should stay yellow because I'm not going to be putting, right? I think that's how it goes. So this area, this stuff will all be dyed pink, and I'm going to tie it together so that I can hang it outside of the water when it's time to dye. So that would be hanging out of the water, which would give us this big bottom chunk yellow, this chunk yellow, and that chunk yellow. Yeah, I think it's gonna be great. I think it's gonna work out just fine, right? Right. What are we gonna call it? Did we decide on a name? I know I said it kind of looks like one of those moths, but do you have a different idea of what we could do for the name? I'm open. Excuse me. And does it need anything else? The drawing, anyway. I feel like I want to add more lines. What should we call the colorway? Does it make you think of anything? Oh yeah? Dancy Dance, the birds named it. The Dancy Dance color. It's more like a squawking bright color. Dancy Dance. Dancy Dance. You're so cute. Dancy Dance. Nothing. What's up with you? Dancy Dance. It's kind of 60s to me. Yeah, you think so? I wonder what the final project will look like, whatever we make with it. We should do something knitted because I can probably make a whole project if it's a knitted project. It's such a long skein of yarn. It's giving 60s though. I get the like psychedelic vibe, but remember it's not necessarily gonna look psychedelic once it's wound into a ball or once it's actually turned into a project, you know? It could. Flower power. How about spring fling? Because then it's like a dancey dance, but it's also springy colors. Or the spring formal, spring dance. The spring hop. I'm trying to think what was a dance called in the 60s. I just want to add more lines. I feel like it needs more since I can't add any more color to it. I should add more lines. I'd suggested Spring Festival, but I like Spring Fest and Fling too. Spring Festival. Spring Fest. Spring Fling. Spring Forward. Spring Ahead. Spring Flowers. Spring Garden. Spring Valley, Springfield, Spring Prairie, Spring, oops, sorry. Keep hitting the microphone, I apologize. By the way, how's my audio today? How's my volume? I'm trying to talk into the mic. Trying. Better now. In this moment, it's better. Because I'm talking into the mic. I just gotta keep doing that. Just gotta keep talking into the mic. Why is this marker not wanting to play? Audio and volume are good. Thank you, thank you. Oh, I wanted to tell you what I did this weekend, because I had a really good weekend. I went on Saturday. I spent a whole bunch of time at my parents' house. First, let's talk Friday. So Friday, I did what I always do. I went to my sister's and spent time with her and Alistair, and I mean, her husband's there always, but I mean, I'm there for Alistair, really. And just spent time hanging out. My sister is, again, sick. There's no way that I'm already sick with what she's sick with. That's way too fast. But she's sick again. Did she ever even get better? She has now had pneumonia, just a common cold that won't go away. She's just basically suffering, and she's pregnant, so there's like nothing that any doctors are doing. She went to her midwife, and her midwife was like, yeah, there's not really a ton. They don't want to give you antibiotics when you're sick, when you're pregnant. They don't want to give you like any steroid things. Pretty much you're just like on your own. If you're pregnant and you're not feeling well, that's like too bad for you. That's like not their problem. Their problem is only worrying about the baby, which I totally get. Worrying about the baby is totally valid. But like, can we get some holistic care, please? They're like, just drink tea. She's like, cool, thank you. So anyway, she's sick again. So on Friday, I went over there and I started my chicken stock. I put my 5 chicken carcasses into a huge stock pot at my sister's house. She has a bigger stock pot than me because I've used all my stock pots for dyeing yarn, and that rendered them not food safe. So I don't have a large stock pot that I can make food items in. So I went to my sister's house to borrow hers, and of course she was very gracious and let me. And I started my chicken stock. I added carrots and onions and a whole lot of dried herbs. My sister has such a beautiful herb cabinet. It's not even like an herb rack. She has so many lovely herbs, and I used a whole bunch of them and flavored up my soup and let it sit for the whole night. And then I left her house, and then I came back the following evening, and she had had it simmering all day long. So the bones were basically mush. It was magnificent. And I packaged them all up at her place and took them home. And then yesterday, I was going to make soup from a can, and I decided I will add a full container of our homemade broth into that soup just to jazz it up a little bit. And that soup was fully jelly. It had fully gelled. There was no liquid in my soup. My soup was entirely jelly, like collagen. It was delightful. I was so happy about it. And I was saying to Alex, I was like, this is good for your hair, skin, and nails. I mean, it liquefied once I heated it up with the soup. But until then, it was like very jelly. Such a weird texture to see soup in, but I didn't mind because that's just free skincare. So that was cool. That was a good use of my time. My sister was very nice to have taken care of the soup for me for the whole day of Saturday. So I love doing that. Now my freezer has room in it again, because I had just like vegetable scraps and chicken scraps just taking up tons of room in our freezer. And now they don't. There we go. Love these markers. Okay. So I should try and get my ass over there with all these avos now that you have room. I haven't had room in my freezer in a while because I've just been storing all of these broth ingredients, and finally to have room in my freezer I was like, oh, we can buy meat. We have like a kind of crazy amount of ground beef stored. It feels crazy whenever I look at how much is there, but at the same time, whenever it goes on sale, I just buy it and then package it up in the freezer. And then we can use it whenever we need it, and we don't have to like go out and buy it every time. So, excuse me. So now I have room for like other types of meat, which would be really nice. I guess so though, Candace. Now there's room for me to store all of those pits and skins. Pits and skins. There we go. Almost done. I love coloring in my drawings. I used to only want to keep anything as line art because I thought like, oh no, it won't be able to be sold as a coloring page if I color it in. And now I have stopped feeling that way. I need another coffee. So I have to get up and pour myself a coffee. Okay, I'm gonna get up and get a coffee. My nose is so itchy this morning too. Itchy and coughing, so I don't know what that's about. Let me just lower this for you so that you can really like get in there and see what we've got. Okay, here's how it looks right now. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna fill my coffee. Oh, also, at the thrift store, this weekend, which is something I do every weekend if you're new here. I go to the thrift store and I buy unnecessary things, like a lot of people do. But at the thrift store this past weekend, I bought 3 new books because I've been reading like trash romance. I'm sure that the author who wrote the book wouldn't call it trash, but trash romance. And I've now read 3 books so far this year, and I am pleased with it. So I'm gonna try and keep going. Sorry, I'm gonna try and blend this line a little bit with some extra lines. Yeah, I'm gonna try and keep up with it, and I like the trashy romance novels, so even if they are not, you know, cinema, I'm still gonna just keep reading them and enjoy the trashy romance that it gives me. My favorite part so far has been when Alex comes into the room while I'm reading and I give him a plot synopsis of where I'm at in the book, and he's like, that is wild. And usually they are wild, and it's fun. So I made actually a bullet journal spread. It's not a very good spread, but I'll show it to you anyway, of for books at the back of my bullet journal. Books. A little bullet journal spread for them. We've got our 2025 predictions. We've got sponsors to reach out to. This book is coming along as quite useful. All right, here is what she's looking like. Does she look finished? Do you feel an air of finished about this yarn? Or does it need more? Does it need more shadows? Maybe it needs more shadows. Like not actually adding color, just to make the skein feel more movement, you know? We could do cool gray 1, cool gray 5, and warm gray 3. Let's see if I know what I mean. You know, like if I go like this, darken up all of that. Yeah, that looks cool, right? Cool. Have you tried using a complementary color to create shadows? No, I've just tried using the grays that come with the kit. That's scary. Using a complementary color for shadows is scary. For a yellow, try purple. For pink, try greens. Okay, if you say so, Mom. I'm gonna just go ahead and believe you. Violet, light violet. This is a scary idea. That's the way it's done in watercolor. Well, it's scary. It's also hard to do in this scenario because the shadow then is the color of the other colors of the yarn. Does that make sense? Hello, Laura's mom. No, not literally. I'm just saying that whenever you give me advice, I say that. Thanks, Mom. She's not actually my mom. I'll blend it with some grays just to chill it down a bit. There we go. I also feel like I could do a few of these. You know? Oh, yeah. Sorry. Just a joke. There. What do we think? Is it giving? Because I think it is. Cool. Here's my yarn. This is what I'm going to try and dye. We'll see. And what are we going to call it? Spring fling? Spring dance? Spring something? I mean, I could do the S for spring. At least we can get that part done. Are you gonna bleed if I write with you? I look forward to seeing it created and completed. Me too. Spring. Spring vibes, spring feeling. Spring. just spring yarn. Kaleidoscope, spring kaleidoscope. Spring yarn. Oh, that didn't work. Not as pretty. Spring yarn. And then that'll be, what is it, January 20th. Gorgeous. Spring yarn. Do you want to see all my drawings again? How many times have I shown all of these from the beginning? Lots, but you get to see them. This is my new sketchbook. Alex's sister gave it to me for Christmas. First, we tried to figure out how to use these markers, and it was difficult, but we drew flowers, and it went well. We have a nasturtium, 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 marigold, 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 straw flower, cosmo, and cosmo leaves. Pretty. Then we did a miscellaneous leaf plant that we didn't have an idea. It just happened. Then thunder died. So we moved into drawing thunder. This is our first attempt at drawing my dog, my little chihuahua. Then we tried again. There's my little chihuahua. Yeah, he is so cute. And then we tried again, and even though this looks weird, this is actually what he looked like. Really, like, quite accurately. Sorry, my neck is tight. I need to stretch it. And then the final thunder picture is also pretty accurate with his little cataracts for his eyes. My baby. And then last week we did a drawing where we kind of mapped out where we would put some flowers in my garden. Amaranth, sunflowers, cosmos, sweet peas, sweet alyssum, kale, and marigolds. As far as we got, the amaranth looks very true. That's what it looks like. And now, spring yarn. Ta-da! Artists. We are artists here. So now we have something to look forward to. I will film that video. So you will be seeing that yarn get dyed. Because now I need to dye it because I've scoured it already. Excuse me. Oh, I also wanted to show you, I got a new piece of handmade pottery because I literally cannot go to the thrift store. The local thrift store that I go to has so much handmade pottery, always amazing as always. Thanks, Candace. It always has so much handmade pottery, and I always buy something because it's my little treat. So this is my newest purchase. On the bottom, it doesn't say anything. It just has an arrow. Maybe that is the thing. It was 50 cents at my local thrift store. It looks like it is actually usable. There's no cracks. It's in good shape. No cracks, no chips, but I love the color. That's not a chip, that's just a sticker. But look at that color. So shiny. I'm gonna see if arrow pottery is a thing. Such a talent. Thanks, Candace. You're very nice. Lovely. Thanks, V. I agree. Arrow on the bottom of pottery. Maybe it's their type. A maker's mark, which includes the potter or factory piece. It can also be a cipher. Arrow pottery. What do the arrows on the bottom of a tile mean? Let's see if there's a picture. Arrow stamped pottery. It's probably a brand or like a maker's mark, like it said. Arrow stamped pottery. Arrow stone pottery. Let's see. No, I'm just trying to find it on like Etsy. Do you guys want to like play along while I try and find it? So, arrow stamped brown mug. Let's see, do you have an arrow on the back? Nope, you bring me to the wrong part of Etsy. I hate that. Okay. Oh, right. I can search on my phone by searching it. It's an arrow. What can I do? Okay. Okay, let's see if Google's gonna help me out. Looks like it's possibly made from porcelain. Excuse me. I'm so sorry about my coughing. I feel like Etsy will know. Google didn't know. Just a sec. Or Pinterest. Is that what I'm thinking? Pinterest will know. Hold on. Just hold on. Okay, thank you for nothing. Okay, Arrow Maker's Mark stamp. Why is there no other information? This is done on a pottery wheel. It's like a little stamp. I'm trying to see if I can find it. It's probably a Canadian potter. You think, how do you know porcelain from clay? Ah. That feels similar. Hold on a sec, I see something with a similar finish. Show me the bottom. Ugh, nope. I'm not willing to give up. Do you think it's vintage? The marks usually consist of the potter's initials, a monogram, or the full name of the pottery maker. Specialty appraisals, a manual of marks on pottery. I don't think it's anything expensive, but maybe it has different marks. Okay, well, it's none of these ones. Look at all these options for maker's marks, so fun. Don't copy any of these. Arrow maker's mark on mug. The light color and smoothness of the bottom looks like porcelain. My favorite clay to use is P5, and it's a mid-range porcelain. Fires at cone 4-5 instead of 10-12. Okay, so it might be porcelain. We'll see if that changes what we get as an option. Are there any other identifying marks? No, why would they leave anything to help anyone find it? Why would they do such a thing? How about... Oh, maybe I just search the pot. Like the pot or the mug itself. Like maybe that will be more useful. It's so shiny. Hard to get the design. Okay, let's see what Google can give us. My favorite clay is P5. I don't have a favorite clay yet. I'm not there. Okay. Do you have a Google Lens? Yeah, I just did that. Apparently this is a common colorway for pottery. Thanks for that. Let's try a different picture. Okay, hold on a sec. Can I see the bottom of your pottery, please? Sir? Where are you located? That'll probably help also. This feels possible. Where are you, though? Canada. Okay, that's a good sign. Okay, that's just a lot of photography. I'm gonna figure this out. I wish I knew what your stamp was, though. Nice website he has. Okay. I'll show you what I'm looking at and you can tell me if you think this is possible. I'll put it in Discord so I can show it to you. Sorry, I'm just like deep in trying to figure out what this pottery is. So here's the one that I found, and here's the one that I have. Could be. So here's Discord. So here's the one that I have. Here's the lines on it. Here's what it looks like. Here's the inside. And there's the arrow. And this is the one that I found. Maybe it's not the same. Ugh, it's hard. Okay. I'm not giving up. I need my coffee. Soup mugs? Is that what that's called? Etsy has... What shape are you? You just feel simple. Please hold, I will figure this out. I'll try. I don't know if I'll be able to. How do I figure it out? Anyway. Excuse me. Kiss. Does it say the glaze is a Temiku glaze? That would be high fired. I don't know, it's brown. There's nothing on it that tells me anything. Why didn't they sign it or anything? I guess the arrow is their signature, but that's not enough because I search arrow and the internet has nothing for me. Jerks. Looks like Temiku or Celadon to me. Okay, let's see. Temiku. Mug, arrow, stamped. What? Celadon. Let me search Celadon. Oh, Tenmoku. Celadon and Tenmoku. I found another spelling of it. Ooh, I love pottery. Pottery's the best. We're gonna do a pottery thing. I've done lots of pottery and sculptures, but I've never created a website to display my work. You definitely should. And also, I am going to do a day, maybe on Wednesday, I'll show you all of my handmade pottery and all of my vases. I have quite a substantial collection of vases now. I like to have little vases in order to put little flowers in the spring and summer for Alex. So I have lots of little ones, and I want to show them all off. And I have tons of little handmade pottery things, and most of them are signed. I like to get things that are signed. I like to get ugly things, like this is an ugly thing, but it perfectly holds my pins. But I also love beautiful things. So I now have a substantial collection of handmade pottery and handmade vases, and not handmade vases also, but like glass vases. A lot of beautiful glass vases and a lot of beautiful handmade pottery. And every time I go to the thrift store, if a piece of handmade pottery even borderline speaks to me, I buy it, because I'm gonna appreciate it more than the people who see it after me. And that's what I believe. So that's the truth. Excuse me. Anywho, so maybe on Wednesday I'll show you all of my handmade pottery. Not handmade by me. I have a few handmade pieces, but I've only done like hand sculpting clay and then firing it in a fire pit. Not like I've done wild clay. I have not done like throwing on a pottery wheel. Oh, excuse me. So I've done a bunch of tutorials, and I don't know what I'm going to do for a tutorial filming for tomorrow, but tomorrow's video is going to be a pair of fingerless gloves. So tomorrow's tutorial is for fingerless gloves. Very cute, very easy. The following week is going to be for a headband, and then the week after that will be for this moth. I filmed a tutorial for this Luna moth. You've done raku? So fun. I don't know what it's called, what I did. I just know that I found an old man on YouTube who does wild clay stuff, Andy something. And I watched one video and I was like, I can do that. And it was when we lived on the farm. So I dug up a bunch of dirt. I sifted it out. We are very clay heavy soil at the farm. Soaked it, separated the clay from the soil, filtered it, rehydrated it, dehydrated it, molded it into things, and then let the things dry completely, and then put them into a fire pit to fully cure and fire. And I mean, they turned into terracotta, so it worked, but they did not fire anything past that because it was in a fire pit. Like, I dug a pit, built a fire, let the fire burn all day, and then let it burn out, and then the following day I came and picked up the pottery. And yeah, it's fun. It's a lot of fun. It's something that I will excitedly do when we again have access to a backyard, a real backyard, because it's a messy process and it's a lot of fun, but it's messy. So it's nice if you have space to actually do it. But I enjoyed it a lot. I thought it was like a really fun part of living in the country. Do you want to see my pottery? My pottery? Not all of my pottery, just the pottery I made. This is what it looks like from the front. This one has not been fired. I've just burnished the whole outside. So I took a smooth rock and rubbed the pot in order to create this really nice shiny finish. But it did not dry fully by the time we were moving, so I didn't fire this one. So this one, if it got wet, would turn back to clay. It's not permanent. But isn't it pretty? This one, on the other hand, will not turn back into clay because it has been fired. Do you see how orange it is? I didn't even put a hole in it. So this one did disintegrate. It was sitting in a pot, a potted plant, and it did disintegrate on one side. So it's fine if it's not touching anything damp, but if it's holding on to anything damp, it'll start to come apart. And then this one is in perfect shape. Love that. Excuse me. From above, hold on here. Why are you so strong? Please hold as I sort out my life. There we go. Just want you to be able to see the texture of it up close. Sorry, let me get the mic back in front of my face. Just want you to see the texture of it up close. Come on, camera. There we go. You need to do this. There. Pretty. Dead plant. Look at the soil, so dry. It's like loose in the pot as one disc. But I love the burnished look. Isn't that pretty? It's so shiny, even though it's like raw. But what I did was when the pot was almost dry, but not quite all the way dry, I rubbed a smooth stone over it to just sort of smooth out the clay. Isn't that pretty? I bet you'd love to do a horsehair raku pottery. I tried with plants and it didn't work for me. So horsehair, maybe that was that's the ticket. But I tried with plants to make the marks on it from the burning. It didn't work for me. Maybe the horsehair will help. Oh, do you want to see my most recent vase purchase? I told you I love buying little vases for flowers. This is my most recent purchase. It's purple glass, and then it's higher on one side. So the little flowers are gonna look so pretty in there. I love buying vases. Little ones, I like little ones. You did a great job, thank you. Considering I knew nothing and did it just out of interest, I think I did okay. Now what? What do we do now? I don't know. So I do have 3 crochet tutorials filmed. This week I don't know what I'm gonna film. I have not planned out this week's tutorial. Let's have a look at the list, shall we? The giant list. Oh yeah, and I have a goal to try and drink enough water this week. I've been not drinking enough. Try and get it all in your mouth, Laura. Okay. Have you already gone over your garden plans? I have not, but I haven't made my garden plan. I just have so many flower seeds. So I don't know how many of each I'm going to plant. I have a whole binder now of seeds. I thought it would make it easier to look at having them all in a binder, but it just made it even more overwhelming because it's like so many pages of seeds and I don't know what to do. I know what to do. I don't know how many of everything I'm going to plant. That's something that makes me nervous. Where's my list of video ideas? I know I made one. Is it at the front of the book? Didn't I make a list of videos? I'm sure I did. New Year's goals. I didn't. That's so weird. I thought I did. I thought I did like videos to film and videos to I feel like I'm going crazy. I'm like certain I made a sheet. When will you start plants this year? I will start plants I will wait until February 15th at least. That's so weird. I was certain that I had made a list. It must have been in my other book. I'm in the same boat, so many options. We know you're going to plant too many. Exactly. For sure I'm going to plant too many. Also, I did receive, excuse me, my new order of seeds, so I can show you the ones I got. And I'll get my binder. Oh, come on, you. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Okay, here's my seed binder now. And I'll show you the seeds that I purchased. I don't need any more seeds. Let's just say that. But I will probably get some more seeds because I'm going to a seed exchange in like a week. So like I'll probably get more. Not because I need more, but because it's a seed exchange. And maybe they'll have something that I don't already have. And maybe they have something that I need. You know, it's possible. Last year, Clarkia Mountain Garland I didn't have, and now it's something I will grow. Okay, so the seeds I picked up, I didn't pick them up. They were finally delivered. I got double Clarkia. So that's my Clarkia Mountain Garland. I think I got 3 packs of this because I love them so much. I got this thing called Grandiflora salpiglossus. And I don't exactly understand how it grows, so I don't know what it's going to need from me. Obviously, I'll look it up before I start the seeds, but let me see. Grandiflora salpiglossus. Oh my God. What a beautiful plant. Obviously, I looked it up what the flowers look like, and the flowers are pretty. But the plant is pretty. I wonder if I'll be able to get these to grow. Wouldn't that be nice? How pretty are those? I don't know what they need. I don't know where they want to live. I don't know anything. The flowers themselves are gorgeous. I don't know their growth habit though. Because when I see the plant, I'm like, that looks so weird. How do you do that? Where are you from? Why do you look like this? So I'm going to try and grow this year. We'll see how that goes. Yay, seed haul. Yeah. Scabiosa mix. I just got a miscellaneous group of scabiosas for fun. The mix included all the colors I liked, and I decided why not just have a fun experiment. Indian Prince Calendula. This is like a bright, dark orange pink calendula. Black Ball Centaurea is just bachelor's buttons, so I'm going to go to my bachelor's buttons page. What, Laura? You have a whole page dedicated to bachelor's buttons? Why, yes. Yes, I do. But why, Laura? But why? Because that's the reason. Poppies. Oh god. Amaranth, Cleome, Gomphrena, Celosia, Status, Feverfew, Yarrow, Alyssum. What is this again? Bachelor's Buttons. Where are you? There we are. Bachelor's Buttons unnamed. You'll go... Excuse me. Oh, I got dahlia seeds. I don't know why. It seemed like it'd be fun. I don't know what is up with this cough. It came out of nowhere. It has no business being here. I didn't invite it. Okay, so I've got double mix Clarkia again. So I got 3 packs of it, which is like, should be enough. I planted so many. Dahlia seeds are fun. You inspired me. I'm gonna try to grow these dahlias from seed. They are the Dahlia Pon Pon mix. I don't know if that's a spelling error or if they're called Pon Pon. Dahlia Pon Pon. Oops. So this is what those look like. Pon Pon. We'll see. My one dahlia I grew from seed last year did better than any of my ones grown from tubers. It was like 8 feet tall. Oh, that's amazing. Pon Pon, I think it's just called mix. Pon Pon mix. So, I mean, in a perfect world, we'd get some multiple pretty interesting colors. I don't know what's gonna happen. We'll have to see. Could be anything in here. Honestly, I think I'd be happy with anything, even yellow. I'd prefer if it wasn't yellow or orange, but I'd be happy with anything white, red, pink. I would love if we could get something purple like this one has a purple in it. Or that dark red, that would be lovely. Ooh, a pink, bright pink one would be nice too. But this one also says Pon Pon mix and the insides are not pom-pommy. The insides look open. This one's also got listed as Pon Pon mix. And that has open insides too. I guess we'll just see. We'll see what happens. I'm open to these being however. Dahlias are my favorite flower. Dahlias are lovely. I've only grown them from tubers. This year I'm going to try from seeds. So this year's seed haul includes a huge variety of cosmos. I'm going to be doing the apricota, the zinnia, summer dreams, Piketty, Rubenza, dazzler, and white. I'm going to put white ones in with each of the other colors. Point the mic at your mouth. Okay, sorry. Hold on. Tilt you up more. Is that better? Anyway, why you do that for? There. Oh, well, the volume went all the way down again. I don't know why. It turned on its own. I didn't do that. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to have, what did I say? 4, 5, 6, 7 varieties of cosmos this year. The white ones, I don't know if I want to do a block of white or if I want to just put white cosmos in with the other colors. Last year I did chunks of plants, like 3 of each color together so that it would be like a big statement. I think my most favorite cosmo so far has been the apricota, but the zinnia were beautiful. The apricota lasted all the way until November. The zinnia were done the first week of August, I want to say. So these ones will last all season. So something I think I might do is I'll put 1 apricota in every grouping. And that way, even when the other cosmos that are with it die back, the apricota plant will be like holding that space. The Piketty also lived all the way until fall. So maybe I'll do just like cosmos. Like, I won't necessarily make it, these are apricota, these are zinnia. Just I'll plant cosmos and like have them come up. That'll be like my surprise for myself. What's coming up where? Like, I won't label them variety. I'll just label them cosmos. That might be fun. 7 varieties is a lot. So realistically, I only need probably 14 plants total for cosmos. So if I only need 14 plants, that's only 2 of each seed, which is terrifying because if one dies, you know what I mean? So I'll end up planting 6 of each seed like a psycho, and then I'll have 6 of each color. It's going to happen, and I don't feel great about it. I'm also going to be growing the tangerine gem marigold this year. It's like a tiny little marigold, and it's so pretty. And I think I uploaded a photo in our Discord. Let me just check. When we went traveling, where did we go to? Ottawa, maybe? I found it at a public garden, and I was like, this is the cutest thing I've ever seen. The flowers are so tiny. And therefore, I snatched some seeds. Like a quality seed napper. Let me just find our trip. Might have been in Toronto. No, I got feverfew there. I think it was Ottawa. Please hold. I know I took a picture of it because I was excited. I just want you to see how tiny the marigolds are because they're so cute. They're like extra small, and I've never seen them so small before. I drew them on the seed packet and put actual size. Okay, here they are. Look how cute they are. They're so little, and the leaves are so little and delicate. Look how tiny the flowers are. So I'm growing that. Look how many flowers are all on one spot. So I got seeds for that. I also got seeds for the tiny little, like, tiny, I don't know what it's called, but I called it like a tiny sunflower. Do you see how small the sunflower thing beside it is? Oh, you can't really see it. Just in this picture you can. Of course I didn't take a picture of it on its own, but I got seeds for that. I also got seeds for this guy. It's a Mediterranean scabiosa or something. Macedonian scabiosa. So I'm going to grow this color scabiosa as well. And I also got some seeds for this, but it's a weed, so I'll grow it in my front yard. Put Alex in a frenzy. There you go. Then ran like heck from security. That was a different garden, actually. But yes. I'm gonna deafen you with my coughing. Red clover is a nice flower too. Red clover is nice. I don't think I have seeds for it, but my parents' neighbors grow it. So I can just dig up one. They grow it in a huge field. Like, it's a cover crop, so I can dig up one. Okay, sorry, I'm scrolling through Discord. I don't need to be doing that. Straw flowers, I'm going to do the whole gambit again. I feel good about that. I'm going to do silvery rose, apricot peach, strawberry rose, and then I have assorted ones, and I'll plant just all of those mixed. I'm going to try and plant poppies for the first time. I'm doing Shirley, Lauren's grape, and double blend. Shirley poppies, are those an Icelandic or are those a bread seed? Right? Because the Icelandic poppies are supposed to be difficult. The poppies I'm going to be doing this year from seed, I'm going to grow my mom's, but that one I'm going to start the seeds outside. Thanks for the inspo. You're welcome. And then the other, actually all the poppies are being started outside. So scabiosa, I have salmon rose pink. I don't know if those are the same. Red fuchsia and random grandmother's pincushion. So that'll be like dark purple, hopefully. And maybe we'll get white in there as well. We'll see. I don't know what is up with my nose. It just keeps dripping and it's not cute. I'm not getting sick. Okay, next I've got zinnias. And for zinnias this year, I have the Queenie Lime Orange Pink. I'm really excited for that one. I took a picture of it while I was... This one, I got seeds in Nova Scotia. And I'm very Oh, I collected seeds for this beautiful, beautiful zinnia. What are you? Zinnia pink salmon, glorious red. Oh, I don't know what I labeled this one. Look at how pretty this one is. I feel like that one would have been called salmon, but why didn't I put it's short? You know? I feel like this one I would have put short. Bright Pumula Fuchsia, leaning pink. No. Zinnia salmon. I feel like it's salmon, but I would have called this one short. It was in a box. It was so pretty. Anyway, I have... I went to Nova Scotia. When did I go to Nova Scotia? Here we go. These are seeds I collected in Nova Scotia, so I'm going to grow this thing. Pretty vine. I'm honestly not sure I got them in a trade. That's exciting. So I'm going to grow that. I also got seeds for this guy, so I'm going to grow that. These guys. I collected seeds where possible. That's just what happened. Did I collect seeds for these ones? These were like a coreopsis. I don't think the seeds were ripe. These were just beautiful dahlias. I obviously didn't get seeds. This I got seeds for. So this is the, I think, Queenie Lime Orange, but it might be, it's probably Queenie Lime Orange. But some of them were pinker and some of them were oranger. So I don't know. Could have been either, but it's so pretty. So I am growing this zinnia this coming summer, spring. Very much looking forward to this one. And then I've got the pink cactus hybrid collected August 2024. So that one would have been somewhere down here. Come on, you. No, it's earlier than that. Hold on a sec. Alana updated us on this zinnia a lot of times. So I know in my heart of hearts, it's not going to be far away. God, look how beautiful this thing is. Are you kidding me? What a pretty flower. Straw flowers are so pretty. I'm so excited for summer to come back. Okay. Stay on track, Laura. I just want you to see the pretty zinnia, so you know what I'm growing. This one. So Alana collected seeds for this. This is definitely getting planted. Oh gosh, that's such a beautiful flower. Are you kidding me? And this was planted from a seed that I sent her. This is a hybrid because the cactus zinnia, my mom didn't grow intentionally, but she grew it next to other plants, and I collected seeds from something, and this is what resulted. So that's this guy up here, and I am going to be planting that one. Zinnia Big Pink. We love her. Oops. Get back in there. Glorious red. So this year I am going to do red zinnias. I know, who'd have thought? Laura, red flowers? No, thank you. But this time I am. Bachelor's buttons. I have pale pink, classic romantics, black ball, and regular blue. I think I'm going to just go with just putting seeds in. I don't think I'm going to be color specific this year on my bachelor's buttons. I think I want to also include gold alyssum. I have 3 alyssums. One is alyssum gold dust. Alyssum gold dust. So it's pretty. I don't know. I don't, now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, I don't know. It's a lot of yellow. It's very strong. Like in comparison to the pink, it's quite startling. Alyssum. I love alyssum though, so I am gonna grow some alyssum. I'm gonna grow a lot of alyssum, but the ones I'm growing intentionally are, okay, we've got royal carpet. So that's these guys, the purples, no, these guys, the purple and whites, royal carpet. And then I've also got some kind of breeze, like Gulf Winds, I think it's called. Gulf Winds, yeah. So the Gulf Winds is my favorite. It's this guy from Renee's, and it comes in just a bunch of colors. So that will be my go-to. Like the yarn you're planning, yellow and pink. Well, yellow and pink look so good together, so I'm okay with that. I just think I'll have to be careful with how much of the gold one I plant, because I don't want it to be overwhelmed with yellow. I would like pink to still be dominant. Okay, next I've got Coleus, dark green, purple, and pink. This one was my favorite. And the Kong Mosaic. So these two are my go-to. And then the mixed colors, I'll probably just toss some seeds. Tiny yellow daisy. I'm going to plant that with my feverfew and chamomile. I can tell the difference between the three, but the tiny daisy is low growing, the feverfew is middle height, and the chamomile is tall. So between the three of them, there should be white little flowers everywhere. Then status, I have Supreme Mix, which has red, pink, white, blue, yellow, and purple. And then I have apricot. I am going to try status again. We'll try. I can only try. It didn't do great last year. I did my best, but it didn't do great. And then yarrow pastel mix. I don't know if I'm actually going to start any yarrow this year. I have so many yarrow plants. Like I probably have more than 50 individuals. So I don't really think I need to start any, and they're overwintering perfectly fine. Like they look totally happy and healthy right now. They're like a little cold, but like not that bad. And then Cleome, I'll do pink and purple because I like Cleome. And I like to have 2 or 3 plants throughout the garden. So I'll do 1 pink, 1 purple. I'll probably start 4 of each seed though. Larkspur, I'll just throw the seeds in my front garden. I don't have any like luck with larkspur. The Garnet Star Sunflower, that did really well last year. Do I have 2 different sunflowers here? Both of them are the same. So I will put more of those in the garden, and I'll just let them grow at their own speed. I'm not going to start them indoors. White Gomphrena and pink Gomphrena, I will do both of those because I loved them this year. I also have purple Gomphrena. I just haven't put it into an envelope yet. And then I have Celosia spicata. I have salmon and flamingo. They're both really pretty. And I will plant both of them. And then amaranth, I'm going to do all 3 again. I liked all of them. I actually have 2 new kinds of amaranth this year. One I haven't packed up. One is called Spiky Pink and Green. This one was beautiful. I really loved growing this one, and I used it in a lot of flower arrangements because it had beautiful, like, long sticks of texture. Love Lies Bleeding, Velvet Curtains, and Coral Fountain were beautiful. This is the poppy I'm going to try and grow from seed. This is my mom's perennial poppy. Oh, no, it's not. This is just a regular bread seed poppy. I am also obviously going to do the Dusky Rose, California, long-headed poppy, and mom's perennial. Mom's perennial is the red and black one. Again, I'm going to do the Morning Glory. These did really well. They didn't take off until August, so it's nice knowing that I can put them in and not have to worry about them taking over my whole garden. That's the firecracker vine I showed you a picture of. Then I have sweet peas, And then wild ones. So I'll put the wild ones in my front garden. Pink low lawn flower. Let's see if you guys can identify this with me. Also, here's the pink gomphrena. Is that not the cutest thing? Look how pretty it is. Look how cute the plant is. It's like little lollipops of pink. I love it. Okay, now let's go back to... Oh, look at this scabiosa. It's so cute. Just a sec. This is the garnet star. Isn't that pretty? Beautiful cut flower, just spread a lot of pollen. But that was fine with me. Where are you? I feel like I went back too far. By the way, if you haven't clicked the thumbs up button on the stream yet today, please do. Okay. Okay. How far am I away? Oh, look how pretty this stuff is. Isn't Sweet Alyssum the cutest flower in the whole world? It's so sweet and so delicate and so pretty. When did I go to Ottawa? Oh, this is also one of the feverfews I'm going to be growing. It's like white marshmallow feverfew. And then this is one of the celosias I'm going to grow. I think this is too far in the future. No, it's not. That's so weird. Okay. Here we are in the past. Now I took pictures of the flowers that I saw on the ground when I was with my friend. Didn't you, Laura? Is it this guy? Purple, blue Halifax, pink, low to the ground. It could be anything, Laura. Why did you not label these better? Oh, this grass was cool. Look at the seeds on it. I saved seeds from it so I could grow it. It was when we went to the water on our way to the beach. That's where I found the seeds. What about you? Did I take any of these? No, they weren't in seed yet. Those were pretty local milkweeds. Okay. That's annoying that I didn't save the pictures. I did take seeds for this beauty. I think this is some variety of Vervian. Is this what she looks like? Isn't she beautiful? So I do have seeds for this. I don't know what to do with them, but I do have seeds, so that's good. How annoying that I did not take pictures or provide you pictures of that specific flower I wanted to show you. So straw flowers are glorious. Oh, marigolds. I do want to do more red this coming year, but these marigolds are going to be like one of my go-tos. They're my favorite. And the straw flowers are just so pretty in every single color. Just so delicate and dainty. I know. They're so pretty. I feel like I had some really good luck with certain things this year. Oh, I also saved seeds for some things. Hold on. Nope, get out of here. In Toronto, this is the coleus. The beautiful coleus I'm gonna grow. I got seeds for this. So pretty. I also did collect seeds for this. It's a wild aster from the genus Asteraceae. I also got these wild sweet peas. So here's the seeds for them. And this is what they looked like. And they didn't smell like anything, just sort of vaguely sweet. But I thought they were so pretty that I was like, they might be a weed. I don't care. They're wild sweet peas and they're pretty. So there's that. Oh, cannot wait to see these again. They were just so pretty. They lasted so long in the season. And lots of that. So I'm going to have tons of this because I have like more than 50 individuals of this. It looks like a thistle. Yeah, that's what I thought too at first, but it's an aster, not a thistle. But it does look like a thistle, you are right. My mom grew these and she overwintered them. Aren't they pretty? Ooh, Lisianthus. My brain had a moment there. This will be the other color that I'm growing. This is the Kong Mosaic. So I'll be growing this coleus also. I also have this dahlia, so I'll be growing this. This is like a dinner plate dahlia. It's very large. So I will be growing that again. I don't know where we're going to get room for all these things, but we'll find a way. We'll make it work, you know? Blue salvia, another one that I really want to add. Hummingbird pink salvia, I'm absolutely doing. I loved that. Angelonia, I'm going to do in the same sort of locations that I do alyssum, because Angelonia is like compact white flower stalks, but a little bit taller than alyssum. Maidenhair vine, I really want to try because it was growing in a lot of the planters in the city. That's where I collected the seeds from. Do you want to see what maidenhair vine looks like? Let me find it for you. It's just really cute. It grows like low to the ground, like along the ground, and it's just really cute. And I thought it would be cute to have growing. Tiny little flowers, insignificant blooms, I would call them, but really pretty nonetheless. I have snapdragons. I'll just throw seeds. I'm not going to bother with them. Echinacea, Rudbeckia, Impatiens, and 4 o'clocks. I'll try 4 o'clocks from seed again indoors. I have purple spike millet. I'll probably start that outside. I've got a whole bunch of pretty grasses that I'm going to try and grow. I might try and grow them all in one spot, though. And then ornamental bicolor shiso. I'll do that because I liked the spiky leaves. Lots of nasturtiums. I'm going to try the butterfly coreopsis again. I didn't have good luck with that here. And I think I also want to do the purple malva this year, this guy. And I'm going to be doing the plume celosia. We're going to make it happen. I just feel like when I look at it like this, it seems like there are so many seeds. Even if I just plant one of everything, it seems like a lot of things, you know? Like, how many do we have here? How many varieties of seeds? 4, 8, 12... 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 49, 53, 55, 57, 59, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 67, 69, 70, 71, 2, 73, 74, 75, 6, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 87, 90, 91, 95, 106, 700, 809, 110, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 33, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. 140 different varieties of seeds I have currently. Last year, I believe it was under 100. So I don't know how we're going to fit 140 different plants in my garden, but we are going to. It's going to fit because I'll just keep adding seeds to the garden until there's no room. And then I'll add more because nothing can stop me. You have more room this year though, right? Well, I'm going to have more room. I have more sunlight. My hubby just came in with Sweet Pea. She'd been in a fight, cut bleeding on her ear and near her left eye. I doctored her the best I can. She cried so forlornly the whole time hubby held her while I cleaned her up. Poor baby. I'm sorry, Deborah. Poor Sweet Pea. I do believe I said too many. I don't think it's too many, Candace. I think 140 varieties of seed is just the right amount. Oh, poor baby. But I do need to find, maybe I can look on like Facebook Marketplace. We have a thing called Kijiji here that's sort of, it's not like Facebook Marketplace, but like it is a marketplace. Hello, you're just growing on my face as we speak. It was not here first thing this morning. Okay, let's see, in Marketplace. We want to go to Marketplace. No, I don't want to list it. I want to go shop on it. You can tell I don't use Facebook very much. Okay, so if I look in Marketplace, now I can search for garden and see if there's like a raised bed someone's selling nearby. Because I need a new raised bed that is gigantic. $100 for one garden bed. I would like it to be not that much instead. That'd be great. Thank you so much. Hey, sorry I'm late. Can never be too many when you love planting. It's true. There can never be too many when you love it. And also, like, 140 can't be that many. It's not that many. $50 for a galvanized steel raised bed. Aztec face garden pots. No, it needs to be like, maybe, what can I search under? Garden bed? I guess it would be a raised garden bed. I hate that Facebook has ads though, and it'll be like an ad for something. Repurposed raised garden bed. What makes you repurposed? $195 for a raised cedar garden bed. But these all don't have a bottom. That's the only thing that sucks. Fabric raised garden beds. That's better for me. Raised box planter. It's, garden bed 2-piece setup. Delicious. It's okay that you're late. I'm late a lot. I try not to be, but I end up being late. $50, but like, I want them to be on the ground, but not using the ground. Do you know what I mean? 2-ply reinforced card frame raised bed, 68 by 36 by 12. That's a good size. Raised garden bed. How big are you? I feel like these are expensive. And that's not a bad thing. It's just that I'm broke. So that's not going to happen for me. I need like a cheap one. Where are the cheap ones, please? Deep raised garden beds. Ugh. Maybe I'll just put like a notification and they can tell me. I do like the idea. Fits all your valuable plants and properly to move and carry. Effective, movable, eco-friendly. Great setup for your garden needs. 60 centimeters, so 23 inches by... It's only 30 centimeters, 12 inches tall. That's not tall enough. I like the 2-foot ones. How about if I search it by fabric planter? Fabric planter? I'm not from the internet, okay? I've got my eye surgery tomorrow and my sciatica has flared this week and I can't take anything for it because of blood thinning properties of ibuprofen. Ugh, that's frustrating. So you just are in pain and you have a surgery coming? Well, hopefully the sciatica will chill out post-surgery so that you're not dealing with 2 different things. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything that works for this. I need like a giant one. Lots of fabric planters, 5 gallons and more. I need it bigger than that. I need the one that's 5 feet across. That's what I want. Oh gosh, I love that fabric planter outside. I have a fabric garden planter that is 2 feet tall by 5 feet wide. It's amazing. Not sleeping well. Yes, then I can take the ibuprofen. Hopefully that will, you know, become more manageable. Sciatica is the worst. Garden planter. Cemetery plots for sale. That's not what I searched for. But thank you. Garden bench. Garden fabric. Could I make my own fabric garden bed? In theory, yes. In practice, probably not. It helps. Oops, gosh, it helps. Well, I hope so. At least if you're out of the sciatica pain a little bit from the Tylenol or ibuprofen, then you can manage the eye surgery business. Don't fall. I'm talking to you. Coffee is complete. Also, my nose is just in a constant state of running. And I don't know why. I don't know what I did to deserve this. What is this? Oh, seed information. Can't hear. How does that happen? I turned the volume all the way down somehow. I don't know. Sorry. Why does that happen? It was turned all the way up and then it turned all the way down on its own. I didn't ask for that. 'Cause why would I ask for that? Anyway, another good Monday in the books, am I right? Feel like I got what I wanted to get done. I don't even know what I got done. We drew the yarn. Is that all we did today? We planned out the yarn? Did I do any other thing? I don't think I did anything. Huh. Some mornings are just like that, I guess. That's what happens. And now today I have to put on new false nails because tomorrow is a filming day. Still haven't figured out what I'm going to film, but we'll figure it out eventually. So glad I got to hang out. Slinky, I'm glad you did too, especially since we talked about garden stuff. Love doing that. But I'll be back tomorrow for a new tutorial coming out. It's already uploaded and ready. Patrons, you will get access to it pretty much right after the stream. I just have to do the job of launching it for you. And for those of you who are not patrons, but you would like to see the new tutorial, it'll come out tomorrow morning. So you'll get access to that. And what else? I think that's it. Wednesday is when I'll be back for a live stream, because we live stream Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 9 a.m. until 12 p.m. And that's it. Yay, bye. Ta-ta for now. Yes, ta-ta for now. It was nice to see you, Slinky. It was nice to see all of you. If you have not yet clicked the thumbs up button, don't forget to click the thumbs up button. It helps the channel grow, and you're already here, and it's free, and it's quick, so don't forget to click it. Looks like this, somewhere at the bottom of the screen. Click that one. And I will see you all on Wednesday. Oh, Jesus. Hit the mic. Okay, love you, bye. Have a good rest of your day. Thank you to everyone who supports the channel. You guys are awesome. If you want to join, check the links in the description box down below. If not, that's okay too. Okay, bye.